gonna go this way this time. Get a little bit something different. So it's gonna be my second video for Security Bear. So I'm in security. Second episode. Basically, I'm just gonna talk about different little calls / emergencies that I've had while working at security. So I work a 2 to 10 shift, which is second shift. And yesterday I talked about kind of the drunk person in the mall, in the picture show, which is a movie theater. And I also talked about, I believe, a seizure too. So tonight I'm going to talk about 2 new things. So I'll talk about an overdose, an OD, and then some suicidal. So we'll start with the OD. So I get a call from my manager, my big manager, and he's outside on the balcony, which is kind of like a balcony, but it's at the mall. So I show up there, and this guy's long story short, he was in the bathroom and he shot up heroin, and there's needles all by him. And he overdosed, took too much of heroin, and he's seizing on the ground, and he's barely waking up. So we're sternal rubbing him, which is basically you take your knuckle and move it on someone's chest so they don't pass out. He's about to he has a really slow pulse, so I'm getting my CPR mask out and I'm about to give him CPR because hopefully this guy doesn't die, as we call them paramedics. And then he doesn't die. We get him up, and they give him, I believe, Narcan. It's basically medicine to stop you from like, for the drug effects. So any drug you're on, it'll stop the effects from it. So basically, he ended up living, but I mean, that goes to show you there's like crazy people out there just doing drugs, and he's just overdosing. So that's the first one. That kind of a little thing that happened on a regular basis, different stuff like that. But our second one, this was my first huge emergency that I actually felt like I did something great for someone. So we get a call from a housekeeper. So keep in mind I work at a mall for security. We get a call from a housekeeper that there's blood on the ground. So I walk to where they told me there's blood, and there's like a blood trail. So I'm following it, and it goes outside, and I can't find anything. I can't find anyone. So I keep looking, can't find anyone. So I go start locking up the mall because it's at night. Then I get a call from a housekeeper again, and there's this guy. He's like holding up this guy by a Dairy Queen inside the mall, and I go up, and there's blood everywhere, all over the ground, everywhere. This guy had a big old tactical knife, and he cut his wrists, and he's like squirting blood out of his wrist. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I have a lot of medical supplies on me. I carry a bunch of stuff. I have gauze pads, so I grabbed it and Quick Clot, and I put it on his wrist, and I'm holding his wrist super tight so he doesn't bleed to death because there's blood everywhere. And holding him, and when no one's calling the paramedics, and I keep going on my radio, get the paramedics out of here, call 911, and they finally show up, and police show up too, and so police get on scene, and as the paramedics are getting them all up, I'm going with the police, and we're going all the way to the bathroom, a trail all the way to him. There's blood everywhere, and there's blood everywhere inside the bathroom. And a police officer kind of made a joke. He's like, this is why you don't wear your boots home, because there's blood everywhere, got blood everywhere. But basically, after that, about, I would say a few weeks after, the guy that I saved, he tried to kill himself. He was 20 years old. He just didn't want to live anymore. He was homeless. But I ended up making contact with him again, and they ended up gluing, like super gluing one of his cuts, and then stitching the other one. And he went through some programs to help him out. Seemed to be much better. He actually, I haven't seen him in a while. Actually, the story I'm going to tell you guys tomorrow is going to be why he doesn't come to the mall anymore, and what happened with that. But that's another story for tomorrow. Thank you for watching, guys. I mean, this is Security Bear for mall security, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna be doing 2 stories each night about working in security. Thank you.